Healthy soil doesn't just happen on its own, it's built from the ground up, literally. If your raised bed looks lush on the surface but feels dry, compact, or lifeless beneath, you're missing out on nature's most hard-working soil engineers, earthworms. These little creatures are the true backbone of thriving gardens. They loosen compacted soil, recycle organic matter into nutrients, and enrich every inch with castings that act as natural fertilizer. But if worms aren't showing up in your garden beds, you can attract them almost overnight with a trick so simple it feels like garden magic. All you need to do is bury the right things in the right way. This method doesn't require fancy compost bins, expensive soil amendments, or special worm towers. By learning exactly what to bury, how deep to bury it, and how to maintain the right environment, you can turn your raised beds into a living ecosystem teeming with thousands of worms. Let's dig into what to bury and why it works so well. Worms live for decay and moisture. When you bury soft, biodegradable materials, you create an underground buffet and a shelter at the same time. The food draws them in, the moisture keeps them alive, and the decomposing process provides a habitat that encourages them to multiply. Unlike chemical fertilizers that boost plants temporarily, worms work 24/7 to improve soil structure and fertility naturally. Their tunnels allow air and water to move freely. Their digestive process breaks down organic matter into nutrients plants can immediately use, and their castings enrich the soil with long-lasting fertility. But worms aren't attracted to just anything. They are picky. They want food that is soft, moist, and breaking down, not greasy, dry, or toxic. That's why choosing the right materials is the key to success. The quickest way to attract worms is with plant-based kitchen scraps. Banana peels, melon rinds, cucumber ends, lettuce leaves, and apple cores are irresistible to them because these foods break down quickly and stay soft in the soil. Before burying them, always chop the scraps into small pieces. This speeds up decomposition and gives worms faster access to their meal. Never bury meat, dairy, or oily foods. These do not break down in a worm-friendly way. Instead, they rot, smell, attract rodents, and create anaerobic, oxygen-starved pockets that repel worms. Keep it strictly plant-based and your raised bed will become a worm magnet. To apply this method, dig a trench about 6 to 8 inches deep. Place your chopped scraps inside, then cover them with the same soil you removed. Covering is important. It locks in moisture, hides odors, and keeps pests away. This simple process, known as trench composting, essentially turns your raised bed into a composting system beneath the surface. If you rotate your trench every few weeks, you'll improve the health of the entire bed without ever disturbing the top layer. If you've ever left a piece of cardboard outside and lifted it the next day, you've probably noticed worms hiding underneath. They are especially drawn to soft, uncoated brown cardboard, particularly the corrugated kind. When soaked in water and buried, cardboard acts as a slow-release food source, while also holding moisture and creating a cool shelter underground. To prepare it, just cut plain brown cardboard into manageable pieces, making sure there are no dyes, coatings, or glues. Then soak the cardboard for at least 30 minutes. For every 1 square foot of cardboard, use around 2 cups of water to soften it fully. After that, you can bury it flat under a few inches of soil, or tear it into strips and mix it with fruit and vegetable scraps. For maximum worm attraction, line the bottom of a shallow trench with wet cardboard before placing your scraps on top. The cardboard retains moisture, the scraps provide food, and together they create an underground haven worms find irresistible. Used coffee grounds are a powerful addition when buried correctly. They are rich in organic matter, slightly gritty in texture, and full of microbial life that worms thrive on. The microorganisms that flourish in moist coffee grounds actually accelerate decomposition, which in turn draws worms in faster. For best results, don't overdo it. Mix no more than 1 cup of used coffee grounds with a similar volume of chopped fruit and vegetable scraps. Bury the mixture about 6 inches deep, then water thoroughly with 1 to 2 quarts of water to keep the area moist. tea bags and loose-leaf tea can also be buried with excellent results. Unbleached tea bags break down quickly, improve soil texture, and provide the same microbial benefits. They can be combined with scraps or scattered in trenches to boost worm activity. While soft scraps and coffee grounds break down fast decomposed leaves, also called leaf mold, provide a long-term food source. Partially rotted leaves slowly release nutrients while creating spongy soil that holds moisture, which worms absolutely love. To prepare leaf mold, collect fallen leaves in autumn, place them in black plastic bags, or pile them up in a corner of your yard. After a few months, they'll start to soften and decay. At this stage, you can bury them in raised beds or fill trenches with them. Worms will move in and stay because leaf mold offers both food and habitat that lasts for months, not days. No matter what you bury, worms won't come if your soil is dry. Worms breathe and move through moisture, so without it, they just can't survive. After burying your chosen materials, always water the trench well. For each burial pocket, use at least 1 gallon of water to make sure the moisture reaches deep into the decomposition zone. Once watered, cover the area with mulch. Mulch traps moisture, regulates temperature, and keeps the environment ideal for worms. A simple test proves this. Place a soaked piece of cardboard on the soil surface overnight. By morning, if you lift it gently, you'll likely find worms underneath. That's how quickly they respond to moisture and shelter. It might feel tempting to till the soil or mix it around to help things along, but, resist that urge. Tilling destroys worm tunnels and disrupts the fungal networks that are critical to long-term soil health. Instead, bury your organic matter deep, keep your raised bed mulched, and just let the worms take over. Once worms discover a steady food source, they multiply quickly. Within just a few weeks, you'll start to see signs, worm castings on the surface, soft tunnels throughout the bed, and honestly, healthier, more vigorous plants. The difference is visible not just underground, but in the growth and productivity of your crops. You don't need expensive compost bins or any specialized worm setups to bring life back into your raised beds. The secret is simple, really. Bury the right organic materials with the right amount of water. Chopped fruit and vegetable scraps, soaked cardboard, coffee grounds mixed with tea leaves, and leaf mold all provide food, shelter, and moisture worms just can't resist. Add water generously, cover with mulch, and let nature do the rest. At Timeless Crops Haven, we believe the most powerful gardening secrets are often the simplest. So why not try it today? Pick a corner of your raised bed, dig a trench, bury your scraps, soak the area well, and step back. In a matter of weeks, you'll see your soil transformed into a thriving ecosystem. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Crops Haven and share this video with a fellow gardener. Remember, sometimes the secret to a thriving garden isn't what you plant above the soil, it's what you choose to bury beneath it.